Hi everyone, this is Wayne Rivers at Performance Construction Advisors, where we build better contractors. We're looking for talent. If you know construction executives who might be looking for that second career, have them get in touch with us. We'd be interested in talking about that. And don't forget about boot camp in March in Dallas. Contact Charlotte for more information and she'll get you folks enrolled. This week, I want to talk about the way of the warrior sailor. What in the world? What in the world am I talking about here? Somehow a YouTube video came to my attention. It's dated October 28th, 2024, and it's about Commander Chris Hill, who commands the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. So what's the Dwight D. Eisenhower? Well, it's an aircraft carrier. Its value, I want to put this in business terms, okay? So let's think about this aircraft carrier as a business. Its value is about $5 billion in today's dollars. More than 6,000 sailors, crew, airmen are on this vessel. So basically, Commander Hill is operating a business worth about $5 billion with 6,000 employees. So think about it in those terms. The Eisenhower is over 100,000 tons. It's over 1,000 feet long. It is 252 feet wide. I mean, that's amazing all by itself. It requires a draft of 37 feet. So that's how much of the boat is actually under the water. 37 feet under the water that you never see. Its horsepower, 260,000 horsepower. That's amazing. It is capable, this is over 100,000 tons. It's capable of 30 knots of speed on the water. That's unbelievable. 6,000 people, 90 aircraft. Launched in October of 1975. That's the Dwight D. Eisenhower. So what makes this YouTube video so remarkable? So this guy's operating a business, let's put it in business terms, and he says you need three things in order to create success. Well, I'm really interested in this now because here's this guy with a business worth $5 billion with 6,000 employees, in a manner of speaking, and he says it's really simple. You only need three things to be successful. Okay, what lesson is in this for us? All right. Really interesting. Number one, mission. They have a mission on this aircraft carrier, and it is so wonderfully stated and simple. I want you to listen to this. Our mission is to launch and recover aircraft to defeat bad guys. Huh? I see your missions. I look at your websites and I see your mission statements, and I know that you cannot recite your own mission statement because it's too long, too cumbersome, too complicated. Here's a guy running a massive weapon worth $5 billion with 6,000 people working, and their mission is so simple. We launch and recover aircraft to defeat bad guys. Everybody on that ship, everybody on that ship can recite that mission, and I think that's a wonderful thing. And he said it's not enough for everybody to know the mission. They need to know how their role fits within that mission. So there's fighter pilots. Well, we've all seen those movies and they're swaggering. Okay, they can probably identify with it pretty easily. But what about people that are working in the galley? What about people that are preparing food or doing laundry? How do they fit into the mission of launching and recovering aircraft to defeat bad guys? That's what you've got to drill it down to. Everybody has to understand the mission, and they understand how they fit in to the overall mission. The second thing is leadership. Now, he defined leadership as the art of getting people to do the things they wouldn't otherwise do. Now, our former Navy commander, Mike Flengy, says leaders inspire people to deliver their maximum discretionary effort. And maximizing discretionary effort leads to peak performance. I like Mike's definition better. Inspiring people, not managing them, not, mentoring them, inspiring them to give their maximum discretionary effort every day. I like that. He talks about leadership being important to morale. And he says, morale, in terms of defining morale is not happiness. But it is a direct contributor to happiness. But morale isn't happiness, it's more of an esprit de corps. He says you've got to have respect up and down the chain of command, so it works both ways. Leaders have to respect their reports. The reports will respect their leaders in return. And he also said something really interesting, and I don't know if this is right or not. This is what Commander Hill said. He said leadership doesn't need to change for baby boomers or Generation X or Z or millennials. He said the human brain basically hasn't changed in the last 100,000 years. So leadership doesn't necessarily have to change to meet this. I don't know. What do you think? Lots of schools of thought on that subject, so I'd like to hear what you think. And then this is the thing that really knocked me for a loop. Now this is a warrior. This is a Navy veteran, a commander, and he's operating an aircraft carrier to defeat bad guys, right? This is the one ingredient that really blew me away. He says, you've got to love and value everyone. He said, love is a requirement for all human beings. And if people don't know they're loved, then you're not going to get that maximum discretionary effort. He says they go on deployments of 9 months. So everybody on that ship is going to be interacting with everybody else over the course of 9 months. And love has to be an ingredient in making that a successful deployment and having people get along and achieve the things that they need to achieve. So 3 conditions: mission, leadership, and love. Can you imagine hearing a military leader talking about love? That is something that I didn't expect, and if that's a part of the military's ethos today, then we're in a better place than we were some time ago, right? So love, mission, and leadership. If it works on a $5 billion asset with 6,000 employees, it might work for you too. Is it that simple? I don't know. Share with us in the comments. What do you think? And this is Wayne Rivers at Performance Construction Advisors, where we build better contractors.